Why is he leaving?
Why is he leaving is a very good question that we don't quite have the answer to yet. But it's an intriguing situation. He didn't even last 2 years there, and he was in one of the most high-profile positions at the company. But this is also a situation where you're a very experienced executive who's coming in with the mandate to oversee operations, but you also have two founders of the company that are sitting right there with you and have a lot of ideas about how the company should be operating. We note in the story that John McNeill's predecessor as COO, Rex Tibbins, who came from Amazon, he also didn't last 3 years there. And so there are questions about whether they could sustain somebody in that role, and I think it may be telling that they don't plan to try to hire another COO.
So Lyft shares are down, by the way, 11% since the IPO. What is the plan? They
need to outline that, and they'll have earnings in about a week and a half, and we'll find out more. I should say they probably won't have earning, they won't have profit, but they will disclose financials in a week and a half. So we'll find out more there. But the plan is that they're still somewhat in growth mode. They're spending a lot this year, expanding throughout the U.S., where they have a huge presence. They have just a couple locations in Canada, but there's a big world out there to expand to. Eventually, investors are going to press them for profit, and they haven't quite outlined how they're going to get there.
They did say that this would be the peak year of spending. Of course, we'll see if they stand by that commitment. That's something that Uber hasn't committed to. Uber, meantime, is laying off 400 people in its marketing department. What do we know?
Yes, they're cutting the marketing department by a third globally. So that's 400 out of 1,200 people.
That's a lot of, I mean, if those are all, as far as they might believe, extraneous people, that's a lot of people.
That's a big scale down. Yeah, the CEO put out a staff-wide email that we reported on that talks about how they saw the company had been slowing down, had too many people, and too many people were overlapping in responsibilities, and so they've ordered a cut. And something that he says in the memo is that he sees this, it's indicative of a larger problem, which raises the prospect that maybe there will be more cuts to come in a company of something like 24,000 employees.